understand. Shall I call Gabrielle?
Oh, please, thank you. She'd really appreciate it. And could you call and let us know as soon as you get those sketches?
Absolutely. I will do that. Bye-bye, Max.
Bye.
Now, who on earth could that woman be?
Now, wait a minute, please. On second thought, I think you better not tell Clint about your little trip to the future.
Oh, Cody, it almost seems unfair not to at least tell him what I've learned.
Yeah, I know that, but you make him real unhappy now. He'll be hoping and trying to get back all the time.
But what if he can get back this time?
You told me yourself you don't know how you got to the future, and you don't even know how you got back. Now, it might be downright cruel to give him those kind of false hopes.
Well, you've got a point, Cody. It's just I can't help but think about Clint's son, Kevin. Oh, he's so sad and he misses his daddy so much.
Boy.
He's the only one who believed me, and he helped me come back. I just wish Buck was here to help me make a decision about what to do.
Lazy, I think you're gonna have to decide about this yourself, but you gotta keep in mind, Clint is pretty resolved to stay here. And Miss Jenny, I've never seen her happier than she is right now, and a matter of fact, here they are.
Please! Oh, good heavens,
Off guard.
Oh, this is a miracle. We had given up hope. Please.
Almost everybody in town was searching the desert for you. How the devil did we miss you?
Oh, well, I'll tell you, it's a mighty big country, Clint. But somehow, I found my way back. And just in time. I mean, Cody tells me that you, my best friend here, are going to say your I do's come Friday. And I sure wouldn't want to miss that for the world.
What are you doing?
I'm leaving.
I can see that. Why?
Look, there's no sense in hanging around. I still love Cassie, and I was hoping she felt the same, but it's really over this time. It's time I face facts and just got on with my life.
You're just going to give up without a fight?
Melinda, I tried. I told her how I feel about her, but she just keeps tap dancing. Seems that her future is with John, so... Oh, damn.
Wait a minute, Rob. No, you cannot go. Listen to me. Cassie feels the same way about you. You just have to give her a little more time so she discovers what her feelings are.
It's over. She's happy with John, and there is no place in her life for me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you.
It's like a nightmare, Larry. Ever since I've been arrested, I've had no phone calls. I'm not allowed any visitors without special permission. And I haven't had a wink of sleep. Is there still a guard outside the door?
Yeah, I'm afraid so, around the clock. This whole thing is ridiculous.
Well, what I'm really worried about is Asa. What's happening with him? How's he doing? Look, Larry, I know I've been accused of trying to drug him, but Lordy, don't I have a legal right to know how he's doing?
Yeah, Renee, I don't know. I'm really not familiar with the law.
It's agonizing not knowing what Asa's thinking. It's killing me. Do you think he really believes that I'd try to harm him? And why is Bo doing this to me?
Renee, all I can tell you is that in situations like this, the Buchanan clan tends to bring their wagons into a circle, you know? And I don't think you should worry about what they're thinking. Just brace yourself.
So you're gonna use Kaiser's testimony to nail Renee?
I'm not out to nail anybody.
Look, I just want to make sure that you have enough evidence to build a case.
Well, I wouldn't have had Renee arrested if I didn't.
Okay. So what's our next step?
Well, I've tentatively set a preliminary hearing for next week.
Next week?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, Herb, that woman tried to kill my father. Can't you push that any faster?
Yeah, it takes time to prepare a writ of probable cause, Bo. Besides, it's not my only case. I am the district attorney.
I know. I'm sorry. See, I would just like to get this thing taken care of before... Can you excuse me? Just...
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine, put him on. Hey, Pa. You know, I was just thinking about you. Yeah, how you doing down there? You sound great. Really. How's the weather? Good. So you're just gonna be hanging out for a while? No, that soon? No. That's kind of cutting it pretty short, isn't it? You don't have to worry anything about the business. I've got everything. Asa. Okay. Okay, fine. I'll call Nigel and tell him to expect you. Yeah. You too. Bye. That was Asa. He's going to be back at the end of the week.
Good. I can go over his statement with him before the hearing.
No, forget it. Herb, I don't want Ace involved in this anymore.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about pulling strings. I'm talking about calling in markers. Anything that you have to do to make sure that Renee Devine is behind bars before Asa gets back.
Here's the composite of the woman who was seen at the ranch when Steve was assaulted. It just arrived, and I wanted you to have a look at it. Does it look like anybody you might recognize?
No. Certainly no one in Arizona. Wait a minute. Yes, I do know this woman. Good Lord, this is... She came here to see me a few days ago. She said her name was Blaze Buchanan.
She's a relative?
Well, so she claims.
You're sure this is the same woman?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely sure. But what on earth would she be doing at the ranch?
All right. Way to go, Blaze.
Here's what you do when you don't find the rainbows in this.
Yeah. Maybe you could fill me in on why you're so eager to push this case into the fast lane.
I've told you, I just want this thing settled. Ace has had enough problems with his heart without watching his fiancée get what's coming to her.
Yeah, you've already got Renee tried and convicted.
Look, we know that Asa has a drug in his system. We know that Kaiser sold that drug to Renee. We also know the effects that this drug is having on him. I don't want him to come back here under the influence of that Danaride and then let her off the hook in some moment of weakness.
Yeah, I don't think he'll do that.
Can you put that in writing? Can you guarantee me he's not going to go soft in the heart and just drop all these charges?
This is a police matter, Bo. The charges come from my office, not from Ace. He has no say in this anymore.
Not even if he decides to use the Buchanan cloud?
Not even then. And I want you to know that if I should decide to speed this up, it's because of Ace's health, not because of the pressure you're putting on me. Now, I'm aware that he is still recovering from Clint's death, and I would like to spare him any further emotional turmoil.
Great, great. Okay, what's our next step?
Well, I suppose I could set up an arraignment in Renee's hospital room.
Today?
It's possible, Bo, but I have to proceed with extreme caution. Renee is not in the best of health herself, and if we're wrong about this, the last thing we need is for her to hire a smart lawyer who counters with false arrest.
You're right, but we don't have any choice. I want this thing settled. So we'll proceed with our eyes wide open. We'll plug up any loopholes along the way.
All right, I'll start making the calls.
Excuse me.
After you.
No, that's okay. I can wait.
No, I insist.
Excuse me. Jackson called.
Jackson, what did he want?
I don't know.
You didn't ask him?
He wouldn't discuss it with me.
I see. Well, did he say he'd call back?
Yes?
When?
Tomorrow.
How the hell long are you going to keep this up?
What?
This talking in monosyllables is really getting on my nerves.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You just did it again.
I don't know what you really expect of me. You're not a man of many words today either, John.
Why don't we just try to cut the tension in here by talking about it?
Okay, you start.
You're gonna make this difficult, aren't you?
Really, I really am sorry. I don't mean to be this way. I'm very confused.
I know, so am I. That's why we need to talk about it, sweetheart. Like, we need to decide. I mean, a lot of things have gone down since Rob's come back to town. We have to decide once and for all about our future together.